Yo, 3, 2, 1, go. It's still 3, 2, 1 in over here, but I'm live here. How is everybody doing? I know there's definitely two of you there. I can see that. James and Mando, the lovers united. How are the two of you doing? Susan, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Nobody's been chitter-chatting. Not much chitter-chatting. It's a bit late, is it? It's because I had to go late today because I needed to go out. I wanted to watch Man United game and then needed to go out and do stuff after, which turned into a faff, my rant for the night, because they've blocked all the road off outside the house there. Gary, how you doing? Darren, how you doing? Nick, how you doing? Nice to see you all in. What's happening? What is happening? Thursday night. Rants, number 36. Number 36. Come in, number 36. Cheers, everyone. Happy Thursday. All right, Casper, how you doing? So it all just turned into a complete faff trying to get out. It's all blocked. The whole of the road's all blocked out there. So I couldn't even get the car out there. So I had to come back round and I had to walk back round to the shop. Oh, unbelievable. Walking. Fancy having to walk somewhere. Taking the dog for a walk. Why are you not at work? You should be at work. I think you should definitely be at work. I can hear Ruby hissing at somebody down there. Oh, it's definitely not worth it for that, Gary. Definitely not worth it for that. Maybe the people in the chat, not for me. I wouldn't pause that for me, for sure, no. No pressure. No pressure, man. So what has been happening? Anyone done anything interesting? Anything interesting happened? Nearly Friday. Whoa, thank God, nearly Friday. It's been a quick week. I think it's been a quick week for me. It has flown on by. But I am bossless for this tomorrow, Friday, and the rest of next week, all of next week, bossless, which is a bit of a pain in the arse because I'm sure people will come looking for me now to do stuff. Louise, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. So yeah, what's been happening with all of you? Anything happened? Anybody got anything interesting? Anything interesting happened? No, interesting. Pretty much. Just trying to get through it. We are getting through it, though. What's the date today? I can't even think what the date is. 16th, yes, 16th to 17th, right? Okay, yeah, because there's only 28 days. 28, just 28 in February. Ah, oh, thank God for that. And then my birthday next month. Cheers with a coffee, the Charcoal Coffee Company. Thank you. I've got that as well because I've just eaten. And so I hope they have done that. That's going to be an overnight thing, so I can already hear it rattling because it's not far away. It's just down there. I can already hear it rattling away because they're ripping the whole road surface off and putting a new road surface down. So I can the ground's rumbling. Maybe that's why the internet's been so shite for the last few days because they're faffing around down there. Too much faffing going on. Always doing something, isn't there? They're always doing something. There's always bloody contraflow somewhere. They're always doing something. So many crises. Well, there was. I've had the week's been mini crises, one after one. The main one being nobody comes to work because they're all ill. Oh man! The start of the week was tricky start of the week, but you just got to make the best of it, and you got to make the best of it. Isn't Joe Biden don't know what day it is, though, does he? Doesn't somebody have to tell him what day it is? Tim, how you doing? Pretty good tonight. Yeah, pretty good tonight. I did sit and watch the game. That was a cracking match. Should have won, I think. But I could talk a long time about that game because I thought we played really well, and I thought Rashford played really well, and There should have been a sending off for them, and I know they were going, "Ah, it's 2 penalties. They're going to 2 penalties." It wasn't penalties anyway. Great game, great match. Actually, it was a really good match. Doing it to the whole time. It's very annoying. It's blocked this bit of road to get out. There's only one way in and out of this little estate that I'm on, and the road either side of it's blocked, so you can't get in or out. So I went around. The idea was I'll quickly nip to the shop, and then I can maybe start the stream a bit early. Went out in the car because I put the car in the garage as well, so I have to go around, get the car out the garage, go around there. It's blocked going that way, so I'll just turn around and come back the way I need to go. And he says, "No, you can't go down there." I said, "Where do I go?" He said, "You need to go all the way around, which is like a 3 or 4 minute drive instead of a 20-second drive." And I said, "Well, I live down there." And he said, "Well, you'll just need to tell the bloke. You need to wait then until everything's moved, and then you can tell the bloke, and he'll let you through." I'm like, "No, just forget it." So I just walked round. 3 good of Man United, nearly then, nearly. The dross last night. Which one were you talking about? The City game, City pumping Arsenal, or you mean Chelsea? I'm glad City pumped Arsenal. They shut up a bit now. They can shut up a bit. City, aren't they? They're still the team to beat. But I'm glad someone's give Arsenal a mini thump in there. Mind you, we beat them 3-1 as well. Long way to go home at work on a nightmare. Well, they must be doing it overnight because they must know that there's loads of houses down here that people need to get out of in the morning. There is literally only one way in and one road, and it's blocked. So I don't know how people are getting out now. Both. Both matches. Well, they won. It was City were better than Arsenal played well. Arsenal are a good team, but City played well. And Daniel's going to be going on the journey as well. And he spoke to me. He spoke to me before he started doing the even we beat them. Daniel spoke to me just before he went in with Spencer to do their recording this evening. He was waiting for Spencer to arrive, so I was on the phone to him, and he said that he's been wanting, because we've been hatching a plan, not for a long time, but just over the last few days, we've been hatching plans. Of course, we're always hatching plans. We're all full of good ideas. But alongside, and he's been wanting to say it, but he's been holding back saying it in his stream. But alongside him doing that, these two things are going to be connected, right? And I've said to him, I'm going to announce it tonight, right? I said to him, I'm going to announce it tonight. So the two things are going to be connected. So you know that Daniel is on his journey of learning about the Premier League, right? So one thing you've all said to me on this channel, or one things we talked about, which is on my list over there of things to do, was to learn the NFL. So we're going to do those things. Yeah, it was a good one, James. That was a good one. So we're going to do. Daniel's going to learn about the Premier League or English football, and I am going to learn at the same time. And we're going to join the two things up, and we're going to have. We've got all kinds of big ideas. We're going to join the two things up, and I'm going to learn about the NFL and what that game is, because I tried to watch the Super Bowl the other night and I had no idea what was going on. So Daniel's tried to explain a little bit to me, but he said, why don't we do it together? And I said, fine, let's do it together then. No filth. So that's what we're doing. So that's how it'll be. And he wanted to say it in his stream, but he wanted to wait till I'd said it, what I was going to do. So I am going to be going on a journey of learning the NFL. And it'll be alongside Daniel learning about the Premier League. And we will intertwine those two journeys with each other and compare notes as such. So there you go. So that's the announcement. So you know now. So now he can speak about it when he's speaking about it on his stream, because we had a long conversation about it the other night. How we should do it and what we should do. So cheers, everyone. That's the plan. Bosh, there you go. Plan. So thanks for coming in, everyone. I'll see you later. Ta-da. No, I'm just joking. Oof. Foden not back. Well, and I'm intrigued by. I've always been intrigued by American football as to what the hell is going on, because I like the look of it. That's the only way I can describe how it attracts me. I like the look of it. I do like the look of the way that the plays are, and that it is nothing like football at all in any way. I don't think. I can't think of anything that's similar other than they play on grass. That's anything that I can think is a similar thing. But I'm going to learn about it. I'm going to learn what it all means, first and 10 and all the rest of it, because I had no idea. But I still watched it for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes before I went and fell to sleep. So, yes, those are the two journeys are going to be entwined. I'm going to help him. He's going to help me, etc., 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 etc. So there you go. There you go. Oof. A little bit of interest for you. A little bit of interest. And yes, that Maynard's Dick is what it's called. The track I've reacted to tonight, which was just funny. It was just a comedy. It was just like I was laughing, but it's still really good. The track's really good as well. It's short and sweet. I mean, the track. I've recorded another video as well earlier on, but I still need to edit it, so that'll be edited later on, and I'll put that out later. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to keep that a secret. It's a secret. Yeah, I like the look of it, the American football. So I will have a go at learning about it. NFL rugby with shoulder pads. I don't know. I'll tell you, Mandy. I'll tell you once I've learned a bit about it. No, I know. I think I know a little bit about that now. You get 4 chances to make 10 yards. Now, I know that bit. I know what that bit's all about. You get 4 chances to make 10 yards. That's one thing I remember from the long conversation we had the other night. You're always respectful to the ladies, but you don't always need to be. Lots more stopping and chit chat. Yes. Well, I like this. It's a good spectacle. I know Daniel always says it's really long and it takes a long time and everything, but that's part of it. And was it Rihanna was playing the halftime? That's just about where I stopped watching it. Not because of Rihanna, just because that's when I was dropping off. But I'd watched it pretty much from the start. And I did try to sort of understand what was happening. I thought, well, let me try and actually understand what's going on here. And I listened to the commentators and what they were saying. Casper, that's just completely random. That is. Used to run pubs. You've heard worse. Yes. My flag. I know them little yellow things they keep throwing them. You know, the other thing I noticed as well, in between the plays, one thing I did notice is like there's about 19 refs. They all come on the pitch at the same time and fly their flag things. There's about 19 of them, and they all want the ball. They all throw it to each other, and then one gives it back to the player. I'm like, what are they? Why do they all have to have the ball? That was a funny little thing. So he throws it to one ref, the other throws it next to the next ref, and then he gives it to the player. There you go, son. Via 5 refs. There's your ball back. Hey, doing, Stephen? Was it? Well, yeah, I didn't see the second half. It sounded like a good game anyway, from what I heard in the morning. So hockey tonight. Hockey? Is there a hockey on tonight? Both kinds of rugby. You're not supposed to. Rugby and cricket are the things I wouldn't sit and watch. I think most of the things I would. Golf, I sit and watch because I play golf. Football, I would. Tennis, I definitely would. I like watching the tennis if the tennis is on. I don't mind the athletics so much. I'll watch a bit of the Olympics as well. I'll watch a bit of the Winter Olympics as well. I think most things I'll sit and watch, but cricket will always go off, and rugby will probably always get switched off as well. I don't even stay on it for any length of time. Sorry, rugby fans. Yeah, I do like golf. You only like golf because you can play it. You're half decent at it. You can get around a course in a tidy score. That's the only people that really like golf. If you don't like it, then you end up not playing or just breaking clubs. Fuck this! I'm never playing this. I'm never playing this ever again. I've been on courses when you see that happening. I've seen the last rounds of many golfers. I'm never playing this again ever. Ah. So yeah, I think snooker. I like a bit of snooker as well. I watch a bit of snooker on the TV. Yeah, I don't mind a bit of snooker at all. That's a very very difficult game and actually trying to play it. The tables are bigger than like a house. These tables are. They're absolutely huge, and you forget or you don't realize until you get up to one and try and play a shot, and you're like, oh my God, how far away is the bottom end of this table? I can't even see it from here. Yeah, so I don't mind a bit of snooker, a bit of snooker. A rich man's game. Well, I ain't rich. I ain't rich, mate. Here at least, right? Okay, well, it's not here. I wouldn't have said it is here. I wouldn't have said it was because I'm not rich and I like playing golf. Kraken. You got Kraken tonight at 3 a.m. We've got the Kraken. What do you mean you've got the Kraken? Yeah, big. Yeah, crazy big. What do you mean you've got the Kraken? What does that mean? I watched it for the thighs. Thigh lover. Love a bit of thigh. It's made for American TV. To do golf. If golf, I describe as fantastic. It's fantastically frustrating. Golf is because you can have like go around, and get a birdie or whatever, and then the next hole you're at 8 or something. You just go, oh God. Thought everything was going to be all right today, and then you get a birdie, and then you get an 8 on the next hole. You go, for fuck's sake. And obviously, I lived in Scotland for a long time, so there's a lot of good courses in Scotland, of which I played a few. Seattle Kraken was Tepley to Maple Leaf comment. Oh, was replying. Was replying. Teplying. That looks like that's what it does say. Teplying. The expansion team, the Kraken are the expansion team in Seattle. Are they right? Okay, the Kraken, is that the name of the team? It's a great name for a team. It's what we used to go hunting for in the woods, the Kraken. It's fine. I knew what it was. Once I'd got my head round the bit after it, I realised that's what you were trying to say. I was reading it as teletyping to first on with. That's what I saw it as. But you like a bit of snooker? Do you like a bit of snooker, Kirsty? Snooker. Somebody I know used to call it snooker, and I can't think who it was. Great rum. It is great rum. You're talking about my rum? Talking about my rum. 3rd and 5th, take these pills. What's this saying? 3rd and 5, take these pills to cure your headaches. May cause heart disease, stroke, kidney failure, your balls to turn square, your legs to drop off, but one complain of your headache. Takes everything off. I think I've had too much rum because I am. Oh, the Kraken. Right. I was about to say, I think I've had too much rum because I've got no idea what you're talking about. I feel like I was in another world for a second there. Kraken, yeah. Well, I nearly got some Kraken tonight because it's the same price as the Dead Man's Fingers at the moment. And I've not had any Kraken for ages. But I think the Kraken the Dead Man's Fingers is just a tiny bit sweeter than the Kraken. The Kraken's just a bit heavier. Red. They're red. Fire engines are red. And we call them fire engines, James. Over in the UK, we call them fire engines rather than fire trucks. There you go. There's a very subtle difference. That's more interesting when you're stoned. Oh right. Well, I mean, it must be. I mean, I could see where they were going to chuck adverts in, but obviously because it was on Sky, they didn't. They just went back to the commentators in between all the bits. But I could sense that. Oh, that's probably a commercial or an advert break there going on now, where that's where it's in America. but it wasn't here because they just went back to the commentators in the studio. Why, particularly fire trucks? Alexa, why are fire trucks red?
Fire engines are red in the face from all the rushing around.
That's terrible. Terrible. Fire engines are red from all the brushing around. Red in Scotland. You. What's the percentage? What's the percentage of what? Of the rum? I've no idea. No idea. Couldn't tell you. It's down the stairs. I'm assuming that's what you mean. What percentage is the rum? Just what percentage? 72. I'm going to go with. There's a percentage. Not all of them are red. Of the rum. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's maybe around. It's around the 40, I think. Around the 40. Yeah, 37 or 40. Yeah, it's around 40, I think. I think, yes, Susan saying 40, yes. I don't know what the Kraken is, what the Kraken hunt is. You've all got your devices there. You could have a look. You could be looking that up rather than trying to get me to look it up. Kraken. Oh, that says Jeeken. I don't know where Jeeken came from in that sentence. I still can't spell Kraken. Oh my God, I'm pressing the R. Why does it keep doing that? Kraken. Alcohol. Percentage there. 600%. No, it's not. 47. Kraken's 47%. 47. DMF alcohol percentage 37.5 for the dead man's fingers. 37.5. So that's a big difference, isn't it? The old Kraken hunt. 47. That's 10% difference in the old Kraken. No wonder this one's sweeter. Kraken. I was going to say the Kraken's heavier. It is heavier, the Kraken one. The Kraken. That's how many times I can say Kraken. Kraken. That's like me saying Kraken with an Irish accent. Kraken. Kraken is a large squid that attacked boats, didn't they? in the olden days. Back in the olden days. There's more mania going on. There's more mania going on down the stairs. Dead man's fingers, yes, dead man's fingers. The backdrop makes your ceiling look warped. It is warped. That's how my ceiling is warped. It goes in at the sides. My ceiling does. Did you not know that? They did not tell you that. Yeah, it's like because it's a fold-away bedroom. I just fold it away once I've done the stream. Just fold it away and it goes into a little box. And I just put it in a corner over there. Yeah, it does make it look a bit random, doesn't it? But it's fine. You know it is quick. It makes it look worse. It's worse on that one. It's not as bad on this one in front of me. But my internet has been dead glitchy when I've been doing my tool videos or any videos I've been doing, and I've no clue why. And I've been so frustrated with it because it's only just started happening in the last maybe 3 days. I've got no idea why it started going so crap and it just dropping out when I'm doing my recording. I've done nothing. I've not changed anything. It's only me that's here. No one else is in and out turning on things or turning off things. But I don't know why it's been so annoying. So every time I come in from work now, I turn my router off and turn it back on again to try and freshen it up. Pop-up bedroom it is, yeah. I just fold it away and just put it in the corner. It's good. It's good. From IKEA. You can get one from IKEA. That's where it's from. Not sponsored. Not sponsored. You can get one from IKEA though. That's what it is. Pop-up bedroom. I can't remember what the IKEA have called it. Yes. Just down there, they're working on the road. The arseholes. It was slightly better today, slightly better. Jiggling me cable? Well, they have been there for a long time, but I don't see what they would have done different recently. Because they're still working in the same spot, which was across basically what they're doing is they're blocking one of the left turn, so you're not going to be able to turn left into the main village of Wellington now, which is tiny, but you used to be able to go in and out, but now it's going to be one way in Wellington. You can only go in one way and come out one way. You used to be able to go in both ways. They've blocked that now, and now what they're doing is resurfacing the road in front of it. So I don't see how them. Because I mean, why would they be messing with Kevin? Well, maybe it is, but it's very annoying, very frustrating. I know somebody still commented, but that's fine. It annoys me. Like last night, while I was doing that the 4 in a row, I realised that I'd still got. So I've been turning like the internet off on my phone to try and help the internet. So there's things not demanding the Wi-Fi from the router. So I turned it off, and as I turned it off while I was recording the video, it all went blurry, and I'm like, oh, "Fuck!" I didn't realize that until after I couldn't see that when I was editing it. It didn't do that when I was editing it. But as soon as I turned them off, you see in the video, you see me leaning across here to turn them off because I went, "Oh fuck, I was thinking I've left them on," and I turned it off, and then it went blurry. So that was annoying. I was very annoyed, very annoyed. But I think everyone's that 4 in a row special, or the first track wonders went down well. I like that. That was a good one. Enjoyed doing that. I'll do something else like that as well. In roadworks. I know, yeah. Yeah, they blocked it. They've blocked it. So you can't get in that way now. You have to go in the other end, down the other end to go all the way around to come back to the bit across the road from me now. Well, like I said, I'm assuming they're going to have that all done all overnight because there's a lot of people that'll be trying to get out of here in the morning to go to work. Friday, woo! Friday work. Let's thank God for that. But it's always been very, very annoying. Over the last few days, that's just been so glitchy. And because I'm trying to go, what have I done? What have I switched something on? Have I turned something off? There's something else demanding my internet? What have I got switched on? So I mean, I sort of like switch all the devices off to try and just let my laptop take the internet tonight. There's nothing else that's asking for internet Wi-Fi, but it was still doing it. So maybe it is them. Maybe it was them that's doing it. Idiots down there causing my internet to glitch all over the show. That was annoying. That was happening. But I can see it on here. It keeps coming up that my signal's not great on this screen here. So I can't see it glitching on. I've got the stream up here I've got the YouTube stream going here, but you see on my restream, it's telling me that it's not a good signal. So if it disappears, everyone, if it drops out, then you know why. Because it does intermittently keep flashing that it's not getting a good signal. But it looks all right here. Those discount morons. Yes, even if it's one way, there's definitely people. Well, you can't go. I think you should be all right down there now because you can't get the. It's not like the road's still there. The road's gone now. It's completely blocked. They've put a big, the highest curb you've ever seen. It's not even a curb. It's like a concrete wall they've put there now. So it's completely blocked. They've just tarmacked around there, re-tarmacked. Digging it up soon, I know. It's so poor. And you know what? I will actually say in this little bit where I'm Wellington, that I don't know why they're redoing that road. I think it might be because of the way they're what they're doing in front of it. that they need to resurface it. But I don't know why they're resurfacing it, because it's there. It's actually fine. There isn't a lot of potholes in the little village. Certainly not on the roads that I drive about. There was a lot of potholes. I mean, oh God, Gary, how many potholes in Scotland? I mean, some of them are car breakers. Some of the potholes in Scotland, oh my God, because of the extremes of weather and there's so much rain. My God, the potholes in Scotland, absolute car breakers. They were complete car break. Yes, it is. I've got my live chat on. Woo! Live chat is on. Not to, maybe she is. She's going, I'm going to steal all the internet. But I mean, I just don't know where it is. In Glasgow, I was in. I used to live in Glasgow, and there were just some of the roads. The road going down into the town. Oh my God, it was horrific. But basically, when there's potholes that never get fixed, you get to know where they are. So everyone just starts. It's just like a slalom in some bits of it, and you see all the other cars in front because they all know where the potholes are as well. And then you'll see the odd car on the side of the road with a tire hanging off because they didn't know, or they were going too fast and hit it. You know, it's the kind of potholes that you hit if you're going just even slightly over 30 and you hit it in your tire's done. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, you could probably go into them slowly, really slowly. If you're lucky, you might come out of it all right. But the type of potholes where 30 plus, your tire's gone, you're done. Completely knackered. That's what used to happen. Hold on. What are you saying, James? What are you saying about Barry Manilow? They dig it up again. I know they dent. That's always what they do. Doing tension right into. No, I haven't done them, James. I'm going to do them tomorrow, and that's my other announcement. Well, not announcement. I was going to announce that in the tool video. Well, it's announced in the tool video that I've done earlier on in the second one. I'm going to do that one tomorrow. I'm going to record it tomorrow and then put it as a live premiere for us here for me here at same as I did the other week, 11:45, and it's a bit longer because it'll be 2 tracks, so it'll be a bit longer than 8 minutes. So it'll be premiered late night tomorrow, so that a few more of the Tool Army can come in and sit in the premiere as well tomorrow. Because I think there was 27 of us on the other one, but it was only 8 minutes. And as Mandy said, it was the fastest 15 minutes because you were a few in before the stream started. Fastest 15 minutes you've ever had. So yes, so that's what will happen with the last 2 from 10,000 Days. James, it'll be premiered tomorrow night. So for you, that'll be what? 10:45, 9:45, 8:45, 7:45, around just before 7, about 6:45 in the evening tomorrow. We'll do a premiere and we can have a chitter-chatter while it's on, same as we did last time. So I think people quite liked it, went quite well. Carnage. They think they're McRae. They do fly. The bus drivers do fly. Actually, that's very true. Yeah. Your dad was from Govanhill. No, I didn't live in Govanhill. I lived in Cambuslang. I lived in Kings Park. Kings Park's where the last place that I lived, right next to Hampden. I was in Rutherglen. And then we were in down into Cambuslang, then back down to Kings Park. I think Suzanne when we were first together, Suzanne had a flat in Cathcart, and then she got the house in Rutherglen, and then we moved to Cambuslang, and then we came back to Kings Park. And then just before I came back to Scotland, I actually moved back to Cambuslang, but that was on my own. I was on my own at that point. On my own. Small violins. So a bit all over the place, but Glasgow is what you would say. Oh, I couldn't. I'm glad I read that right there after an old. I missed the last bit of your sentence there, Mandy. You're named after an old black and white film, right? Okay. Yes, they are like golf bunkers go. That's exactly how they get described in Scotland. Storm Otto, oh dear. Yes, I'll do that. Is that sweet? I'm assuming you're meaning that to me, Jeff. What's my favorite album? That's it. Yeah. And I think I think it's really difficult. It's really difficult to because I don't think I've listened to Lateralus and 10,000 Days enough yet to put them into the mix to say whether they're favorite. Because at the moment, I still like Undertow because that's the one I've listened to the most. And now Onima's growing on me as well because I've started to listen to that more. And that's what I said in the video last night. You know, I've doing a video every day and sometimes 2 and 3 tracks in a day. I'm not getting enough opportunity to absorb it. I would never listen to music like that. I would never discover it. I would probably listen to the whole album at once, and sit and listen to it. And then maybe a few days later, listen to it again. But because I'm constantly recording and there's more going out, it's difficult to go back and listen to them because I'm not listening to the full album. So I'm trying to just take them in a little bit. Like when I did the 4 in a row, the last 2 from Lateralus and 10,000 Days, the tracks were only sort of familiar to me, but the ones from Undertow and Onima, I knew the songs because I've listened to them. I knew some of the words because I've started, the words are in my head now as well. So yeah, Camslang, or as I say, Camslang is where they say just through halfway. Suck Susan, okay. Oh, right. And I have to drive in the morning, right? Okay. Oh, hang on. It was all right in Cambuslang. It was fine. We were in Drumshaggard. We're in Drumshaggard village. It was all right. Not in Cambuslang. We were down the road in Drumshaggard. In the fancy houses. The fancy large houses. We had large houses. We had a good joint income. We had big houses. We lived in houses that were way too big for just the 2 of us, but we had a good income as a joint income. So there's no other way to put that. Stub Hill, right? Okay. Excellent. Yes, been there a few times. I know most places, it's funny, they start to go out of your head because I've obviously not lived in Scotland for more than 2 years now. But it does start to go out of your head. The places that you were around and the name places. I was doing just a mini tour of Glasgow, yeah. Writing 2 stars to build to the total chaos, and I believe you could wind up your top 5 track. Oh, right, okay, fair enough. And it's funny because the Undertow doesn't get as many listens. Doesn't get as many listens. It is now because they've been out the longest. But like the Lateralus album, they really took off, the Lateralus albums. Yeah, it is. That's what I would say. Well, I remember if you add friends of the channel to the channel bit, it will make Embrace etc. easier to find. I did try and do it, but I don't know how to do it. I did try. I'll try again. I think I've added more channels in there, but I've tried again. I'll try it again. I will try again. See, that's flickering again now. It's flickering again. If I tell you what will be happening, my Wi-Fi box will be flashing as well if it's struggling to get its signal, because that's very, very, very flickery. I know, I think, and you know what, I'd said it, like I said, I did say it in the video that I did last night. I said it in the video. I've listened to a lot and I want to take almost a little step back and just absorb it a little bit while still doing tool related stuff. And it's been good because I've now actually listened to a few more of the Lateralus tracks again and 10,000 Days tracks back again. But I like to learn them well. And the ones that stick with me, like, I'm not going to go into it because I want to do some more videos of them. I'm not going to tell you my favorites because I'll probably tell you that in a video. Stop probing me. Stop probing me. Right, let me run down and see if that's flashing. Down there. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. flashing? Yes, yes, it is. It wasn't doing that earlier. Yeah, it's now flickering to indicate it's struggling for signal. The broadband box down on the bottom of the stairs there. I've tried singing that one. That's a really difficult one to sing, James Soberies. I find it easier to sing Intolerance and Stinkfist. Yeah, that's great. I love Stinkfist as well. That's a great track, that is. But I like all of them. Random Casper, the random factor. You are the complete random factor, you are. You got to find your passport for your job. So, well, get it funded. You'll be where all your charges are. Find that passport. You'll find all your charges. Latra sprung him into genius. It is very good. Get your driving license. Can be rough. Yeah, wishing. Oh, there's plenty of rough places. There's plenty of rough places. I think most of the there's little rough areas in most places, but that's the same anywhere. That's not just Scotland. That's anywhere. That is anywhere. You don't have to go very far to find a little rough corner of any given place. That's just the way it ends up. It was all right in Cambuslang. We were Eastfields. It was old council. It was old council, but it was nice. You know, the houses were nice. Nice big houses for, you know, ex-council, ex-local authority. Yes, I know, yeah. Well, Daniel's going to give me my number tonight. Because he was in the stream. Woo! Spencer was in the stream. The first time he was in the stream. I do like Stinkfist, yeah. That is one I did. That's what I did that little short on. So I came in, and that's as I was walking up the stairs, I said to the person that plays the stuff out on the stairs there, I said to her, "Da play," and it just came out. It just came. That's the first song that came out. A photo ID to sign on. Right. Okay. Well, you better get it funded. Then you better get it funded. There it's going again. Flickety, 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 flickety bow. I maybe need to turn that off and on again. Do I need to do I maybe need to do a power cycle on the old router. Otherwise, that's going to be a nightmare. Hopefully, it'll get better once they've cleared off. I don't know. I can't understand why it would be them that are doing that. It is roads they're dealing with, but it's far enough away. I mean, it is close. It is literally just over there, but it's far enough away that I don't know why that would affect my internet. I think it's one of these houses here. I think they've nicked my internet. I tried to go in to see if I could see who's using my internet, but I can't remember how to do it. What a favourite Tool song? What is that? Is that a question that she gets asked? She probably won't understand that. Alexa, what's your favourite Tool song?
I don't know that one.
She doesn't know that one. She doesn't know that one, James. I don't know that one. Yes, well, that does limit you, especially if you're not seizure free. If you're not controlled, then it is limiting. But I do know of people that had controlled epilepsy that were able to work. They're still quite limited in case it did happen, but yeah, it doesn't always. But it depends on the severity of the condition, doesn't it? No one can truly answer, honestly. Everything is about that. You know, I've been waiting for a member of staff to start because I'm short on full-time staff. I've been waiting for somebody to start to join the team for months. Months. It was employed months ago. Interview was done months ago and employed months ago. But he didn't have a bank account. He's just a young lad. He's only 19 or 18, I think. So he didn't have a bank account. So to open a bank account, to open a bank account, you need to have ID, a driving license, or a passport. Now that to get a driving license and passport, it's the same people you need to apply to. So he applied for his driving license. He's now on his 4th attempt to apply for the driving license, and I don't know the reasons why they rejected the others, but the forms weren't filled in correctly on the other 3 attempts. There was details were wrong. So they've got all the details right in the 4th attempt to get a driving license or a provisional one so that he can use it as ID. But they've rejected this one as well because the box where you sign your name, a bit of his signature has come out of the box. A little bit has come out of the box. So they've rejected it. And he's got to do it all again, and it takes 10 to 12 weeks. So don't get me started. Don't get me started on it. Oh, bloody DVLA. You're not having it. You're not having it. You need to give us another form and we'll make you wait another 10 to 12 weeks. So lots of issues. That's another rant. That's just an ongoing rant. There's no point in even going on about that one. I've been waiting for him to start for months. Can't get him in the door. We're now thinking about finding out whether, because his mom works for the NHS as well, we're now trying to see if we can get his wages paid into his mom's account temporarily so we can get him in. Nightmare. Tax on tax on top of tax on top of tax. There's just tax. Everything's tax. The council tax here is, I mean, that's killing. The council tax is killing as much as the heating costs as well. Cost of living crisis is still happening. It is an effing nightmare. Right. If he's out his box, he shouldn't be driving. Oh. Right, I've got it. I couldn't remember what it was related to. It's not that I didn't understand. I wasn't getting the joke. I just couldn't remember what I'd said that related to. Yes, very good, Bonzi. Nice one. Like it. Yeah, but that's how pathetic it is, isn't it? It was literally, I've seen it. It was literally the tiniest bit of his signature. You can actually see how careful he's tried to be to get it all within this box. And there's a tiny bit out and they've rejected it. Do it again, please. And keep yourself in the box this time. Jobsworths is what it is. Jobsworths, as we love to call him, a Jobsworth. Oh, it's more than my job's worth to let that through, I'm afraid. You're going to have to do that again. Thank you for that. Thank you for your kindness. Oh, Mr. Taxman, James. Ooh. It's all just everything, stuff like that. And you know what? I was so surprised because when I've moved the multiple addresses that I've moved, my new driving license comes dead quick. Now I know they've got all my information. Once they've got your information, they've got it. And your signature, you don't even need to give them a signature once you've done it because they keep your signature. Like my passport, I didn't sign for that. That, you know, my new one, when I renewed it or renew my license, because the signature is the signature you provide them whenever you first applied, and that just gets transferred across to your new passport, same as your picture does. So it was really fast. So I kept going, why is it 12 to 14 weeks to get a driver's? Because he's never had one before. So it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. But no, this week's gone very, 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 very quickly, and that was a great game today. And I thought we might lose maybe 1-0. I thought if we can get away with a 1-0 because they were looking good in the first half, Barcelona were. So I thought if we can get away with a 1-0, but Rashford just came on fire, and you know what? when they scored, when Alonso scored that header, I actually just did a little flick around the channels to see what was on, and I was too late coming back. Rashford had already scored the bloody equaliser. I just saw him running away doing his thing, and I'm like, oh fuck, I missed the goal. So yeah, but no, it was a great game. So that was a great evening. And I think what did Spencer not say he was doing his no gig, no problem tomorrow? Was that tomorrow night he was doing that? Friday, or is he doing that on Saturday? I can't remember what he said. Do you remember what you said, Mandy? Or anyone, Casper? Do you remember what Spencer said he was going to do? Was it a Saturday or a Friday he was doing his no gig? No problem. No gig, no problem. Our other little meeting spot. That's very good. It always goes down a bit too quick, that rum does. That was only a small one because it was the end of the bottle. That's what I went round the shop for. Get some more rum for my tum. It's good for your tum, the rum is. Good for your tum. That is a big chunk. It is, yeah, it is. It's because they needed to. That was the response. That's the reason. But it was just thought it was shit. That's the exact reason, Gary. Is what they came back with him. That's why they rejected it. So he sent it off again. He sent it off again weeks ago. But it's been so long. They're going, can we just not pay him for now? And then just pay him when he gets his bank account? Or we've got his mom's details. She works for the NHS. She's in the same actual department. We all work under the same umbrella department, or she will be anyway. Can we not just give it to his mom, pay it into his mom's account? So we'll see. We'll see. Who knows? It's just been a nightmare, that is. Slate, yes, we are Slate. Yeah. Yes. Difficult work on the roof. He said in the stream, it's in my stream when he was in the other night. He put it in one of the comments. Because they've not done a fireside tonight, have they? Have I missed that? They've not done a fireside chat tonight, have they? I'm asking you again, like I can just look myself. Well, there's that flickering again. Flicker, flicker, flicker. Your internet connection is poor. Oh, 1 bar. Well, I can't see that it looks bad on there, though. I'm not glitching. It doesn't look like I'm glitching. No, they didn't do a fireside, did they? Let me have a look in my book. Embrace the suck. Live. No, they didn't. But they were meeting tonight because Daniel was there at the units as he was on the phone to me because I could see them in the background. And then I spoke to Spencer very briefly. So a quick hello before they started filming. Well, that's me take my socks off. I missed that, James. You like to see the IRS lay shingles like you do. I missed that bit. He is a roofer, yes, Susan. I found that out, I think, on the last stream as well. I only found that out because he said he jumped off a roof to watch the stream. I went, oh, jumped off a roof. I didn't know whether he was running away from somebody or whether he was working on the roof at the point, but I went for he was working on it. Terracotta tiles, like Spanish tile, right? Okay. Well, I don't know why we can't just get him started. I don't know why. We know who he is. We've got ID. We've seen his birth certificate. We know it's definitely him. So we've ID'd him, and we know his mom. So we know where to find him if anything's not right. Yes, it'd be even hotter up on the roof. Chadio, how you doing? Good to see you, Chad. What's happening with you? What is happening with you? I've got some glitchy internet. What's it saying now? Oh, it's up to 2. We're up to 2 bars now. 2. Oh, 3. Ooh, 3 bars. Excuse me. What's happening with you? What you doing? What you up to? What you up to, son? Milky Bar, have you done your Milky Bar video? Did you eat that Milky Bar yet, Chad? Have you walloped it? You know what I did? You know what I bought when I was around at the shop? Some beef hula hoops. Lovely. Beef hula hoops. And I've got some twirls as well. I bought a 6-pack of twirls. They're lovely as well. And I was going to get some Battenberg cakes, but they've gone off offer now. They were on offer in Tesco, not sponsored. But they've gone off an offer now. They're no longer on offer, so I didn't get any. Mini Battenbergs, they're just like that, mini Battenbergs. Love them. Milky Bar is all gone. Yeah, as I said, there's not much eating in a Milky Bar. They're quite soft. They're for babbies, really, Chad. Them for the babbies, really. That's what you give the babbies. Give the babby a Milky Bar. No man eats Milky Bars, Chad. Milky Bars are on the Milky Bar, kid. No, that's Milky Bar. That's Milky Bar, not Milky Way. Milky Bar, no, Milky Way. You're talking about a Milky Way. You didn't have a Milky Bar, did you? Milky Bar is white chocolate. That's something entirely different. The Milky Way is what you give to the babbies. I like a Milky Bar. White chocolate, the Milky Bar is. Because there was an advert, the Milky Bar kid. The Milky Bars are on me. Houdini protects you to see. You're all out of UK snacks now. Hint, hint. He's all out of UK snacks. Everyone, hint, hint. Nudge, nudge, hint, hint. You need some more UK snacks. Yeah, a bit of quick save internet. No, who is my internet with? My internet is with... it's BT. It's BT. BT. It used to be EE when I was with Suzanne. Then that stayed there because even though that was my account, the Wi-Fi stayed there because that was easier. And then I changed to Sky. I just took Sky's Wi-Fi. But when I moved from my flat into the house that I bought in Scotland, that I bought on my own before I came back here, they took so long to switch on my Sky box. Then they said it was going to be another however many weeks before they could fix whatever issue it was. So I said, what are you talking about? I said, BT have said they can switch it on in 3 days. They can have it set up in 3 days. So I just said, just forget it. Don't bother turning it on and cancel the contract. I'll get somebody else. And so since then, I've been with BT. Hint, hint, yes. Hint, hint, hint. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I love an M&M, James. I love an M&M. Peanut M&M. I like all the M&Ms, but peanut are my favourite. A cow on it. Milky Bars. Yeah, but a Milky Bar is the white chocolate. A Milky Way is different. It's not white chocolate. It's normal chocolate. Dark chocolate. White chocolate Linda. Judge it. You're all out in the shops because well, you'll just have to suffer till they reopen again. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Get through it. You'll be fine. Put yourself in a dark room and get under the covers. And when you start shaking, just get through it. Yes, they do. Milky Bars are on me. Is that what they said in the alphabet? Milky Bars make you strong and tough. Yeah, more Cadbury's. More Cadbury's, please. Bourneville is for grown-ups. Bourneville. I used to live not far from Bourneville, just down the road in Edgbaston. When I was a student in Birmingham. Hey, baby, where old Lackhand's from. 321 subscribers. Well, it was 680, James. It was 680, but somebody's unsubbed. Or YouTube has removed him. It had flicked over to 680 earlier on, but when I came upstairs to set this stream up, it was back down to 679. Oh, I can't believe it. Lost another one. Another one's gone. It's very up and downy at the moment. It's very up and downy. It's okay. Caramac. Ooh, I do like a Caramac as well, Gary. I used to have a bit of a Caramac every now and then. Don't mind that at all. Without ruining your appetite. It's very, very light. You just go like that. Oh, it's gone. I finished it. Can I have another one? Cornflakes. I would say cornflakes, probably bran flakes, and probably like fruit and fiber or something like that. Or Cocoa Pops, or Sugar Puffs, or Crunchy Nut Cornflakes. Those are all not sponsored by any of those, by the way. Nestle and Kellogg's, isn't it? And it's Kellogg's Cornflakes and Kellogg's Crunchy Nut Cornflakes. They used to do a lot of Crunchy Nut Cornflakes adverts. I've not seen a Crunchy Nut Cornflake advert for ages. When was the last? I've not seen a new one for an old or a Cornflakes advert. Maybe I'm just not watching the TV at the right times. I'm not being targeted for breakfast cereal. But I haven't seen a cornflake or a Crunchy Nut Cornflake advert for ages, or a Sugar Puffs ad. What happened to What happened to adverts for the cereals? I don't remember seeing a cereal advert. Is there any cereal adverts that are on the TV at the moment in the UK? I don't remember. Yeah, it's not sponsored. Not Weetabix. Yes, that's another popular one. Weetabix. I don't mind a Weetabix either. Well, Cheerios is what I've got downstairs. Actually, Cheerios. I'll sometimes have a bowl of cereal at the weekend because other than that, I don't have breakfast. I don't have breakfast at all. I'm just up and out. I get up, get myself sorted to go to work, and then have a cup of tea while I'm getting ready and everything. And then that's it. And then I'll eat at lunch. I'll eat at lunchtime, at dinner time, at break time. And I've got biscuits. Always got biscuits, digestives in a tin. In my tin that somebody gave me biscuits in at work when I lived in Scotland. I got somebody because I was always eating biscuits, so they got me a nice tin for them. So I've got a tin for my digestives, and I'll take a banana in as well to try and be slightly healthy. Tim, how you doing? I just binged on posh dark chocolate buttons. Oh, dark chocolate buttons. Interesting. No Cheerios? You're not a fan of the Cheerios, Susan? Not a fan of the Cheerios? Cheerios Lucky Charms. Yes, I've had Cheerios Lucky Charms. Yes, definitely. And the Lucky Charms are little sweet things, aren't they? They're like a sweetness to the Cheerio. Not Lucky Charms. I have seen them though. I've seen the Lucky Charm ones because I've definitely eaten them because it was they're like a little sweet in the actual cereal. Crumbs get everywhere. As in, Kellogg's invented cornflakes as an anti-masturbation device. Right. Is that a joke? Are we getting the punchline in a second? Right, I'll wait on the punchline for that. Or are we to come up with our own punchline for that? Did you hear about Kellogg's that invented the cornflakes as an anti-masturbation device? No, I didn't. Well, we need the answer. That's what we need. Are you away, James? Where have I missed you? Where are you going? Okay, no problem, James. No problem. We won't be on much longer anyway. That's just an hour. I'm not going to keep you. That was 10 o'clock because the stream was a bit later. I was aiming at an hour. I was going to do less than that, but you all started to come in. I was only going to do half an hour. That was all. That was what I thought. I'm not going to keep people late because I've started my stream late. I'm not going to expect you all to be late watching. So now we'll wrap up as well. That's been me wrapping up now. That's just an hour anyway. And I need to get to my bed soon, and I want to watch a couple of videos. I need to do some editing as well, and then we'll be back in for Rum and Rants on Sunday. So thanks everybody for dropping in to say hello. It's been lovely to see you all again. Enjoying the streams because we're having a little break in between. That's worked out well, I would say, and we're getting a few more people from all over the place coming in, all over the place. So there will be a live premiere, as I said, of the Tool double, the last two from the Tool 10,000 Days album. I'll do that at 11:45 our time tomorrow. You can see that on the stream. That'll be our time, 11:45 here in the evening tomorrow. a live premiere, and I think the video will probably be about 15 minutes rather than an 8-minute video, because it's 2 tracks. It might be longer than that, but yes. So check back in for that if you want to join in and have a chat while we're watching the last 2 tracks from the 10,000 Days Album. The last one went really well. There was, like I said, 27 people in. It was really good one. I really enjoyed it. But thanks again, everyone, for coming in. As you're ganning out the door, make sure you smash the like button so hard that it just breaks. Make sure you shut the door behind you. And if in between now and when I doth see you next, if you have stuff, important stuff, any kind of stuff, whether it's not important or not, just make sure it's nothing that I wouldn't do.